Looking to transform your family game nights? At Perfectly Picked Games, we specialize in family games that bring everyone closer. Our games aren't just fun. Kids and teens will learn how to take turns, develop basic strategy skills, and understand the thrill of winning and grace of losing. With our exclusive gift of games, you can give months of gaming excitement to your family. Choose a 3-month or 6-month gift, and we'll deliver hand-picked family games to your doorstep every month. And here's the best part. Right now, you can use the promo code GOLDENMOJO and receive 20% off your selected plan. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Use promo code GOLDENMOJO and save 20% today at Perfectly Picked Games.
Welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is Golden J, and I'm hanging out with
the Rocker Chick
and
J-Dub.
And this is the United States of Paranormal Podcast. And tonight, today, this afternoon, whenever you are listening to this podcast, we have a very special guest with us. She is an artist. She is an actress. She is a musician. She is a director. She is a paranormal enthusiast, and she's a turtle lover. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Kendrick. Yeah, hello. That is quite the list that you have.
It is a very long list, yes.
I love it. I love it. And I don't think that I've dug as much. I haven't dug in as much as I should have on your career, on what you've done. I know that I watched your short film that you have. I watched that. I didn't dig into
turtle, yeah.
Yeah, but that's where the turtle came from.
Yeah.
I did not look into the Tubi movie that you were in, that you were talked about, but you are all over the place, but mainly you're an artist, correct?
Correct, yes. Yeah. I love the visual arts. That's my main passion.
So as we jump into this, you can go check her out and a ton of her artwork on her Instagram, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it at Rachel Ann Kendrick?
That's right, yeah, at Rachel Ann Kendrick.
Okay. See, I got notes and shit today, boys and girls. Watch out.
You did a little research.
I did some. I was diving into it and just trying to just get it, kind of capture all of your artwork and stuff like that. And I found it interesting, and I think you even touched on it because you did with some friends of ours at the Unexplained Archives. Some of your art is actually kind of paranormal inspired, I want to say.
Yeah, I talked to Jamie and Jen a little bit about it. I kind of use my intuition when I paint, and sometimes when I paint things, there might be like kind of a synchronicity to it. So like maybe later that week, the image might show up in my life somehow. It happens a lot.
That is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I know you've done a lot of art galleries, some showing like in Tulsa, correct?
Yeah, I love showing in Tulsa. There's a lot of really good places there. I actually live in Oklahoma City, but most of my films are there. So,
right on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to, because I know that by listening, I figured you were in Oklahoma, and then a couple of our messages are like, "What time are we going?" And I'm like, "I think you're on Central Times because I think you're in Oklahoma." But I love Oklahoma.
Sure, my accent gives it away just a little bit.
Now you have a very, very interesting paranormal history. besides the artwork. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I've always had kind of like strange things happen to me throughout my life. Things that I can't really explain. Like not logically anyway, and I'm a very logical person, very like I can be skeptical and I'm very scientific minded, but then I also have had these experiences that make me kind of dig deeper into things.
Right on. Right on. So, can you tell us a couple of crazy little stories?
Yeah. Let's see. Most of them are from when I was a teenager. Most of the paranormal kind of things that happened to me were when I was younger. So, let's see. So I'll tell you one that I didn't tell Jen and Jamie.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So it's kind of shorter, but still interesting, I think. One night I was in the kitchen and my sister was in there for a while. And she was acting kind of funny, but I didn't know why she was acting funny. She just seemed kind of like in a bad mood or something. And I leave the kitchen. She's still in the kitchen. And I'm going down the hallway and I hear this really loud sound and she's screaming, right? And I go into the kitchen and all the drawers, like this is one of those like 90s kitchens with like the all wooden, like, wood grain, whatever. All of the drawers were open at the same time. All the cabinets. And I was like, I can see why you were screaming now. We're gonna go and we're gonna go and sleep in our mom's room tonight. And I couldn't really explain that as a kid, but now that I think about it, I'm like, what if it was an earthquake? But then, why didn't anything else move around? You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm kind of skeptical, but at the same time, I'm like, well, it seemed pretty supernatural to me. So, but I've had things like that happen throughout my life. So can't explain it.
So, do you think that was something that was with you, or was it something in that house? Did anything else happen in that house?
I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Not that I can think of, just that mainly. Well, no. Sometimes we hear like banging on the doors when our parents would leave us home and we'd be like watching TV and cereal, whatever. And we'd hear banging on the doors. We'd go to the doors and nobody was there.
I wouldn't be going to the doors.
Yeah.
Nope.
We lived pretty far out in the country, and I'm like, is someone just running up and, playing a joke on us or something? And it only happened a few times. And it was kind of around the same time that the cabinet doors opened. I'm thinking, were those things connected? I don't know.
Intriguing. All right. Well, and I know you told this story on Unexplained Archives, but I would love for you to tell this story to our listeners too. About was it the friend's house, right?
Yeah, I was at a friend's house. I think, I was in high school. Yeah, around the same time period.
Was it? I mean, we're talking the same time, right? Was it?
I would guess maybe like these events probably took place maybe a year apart or something like that. Like, so not super close together, but within the same kind of time frame.
So for me, knowing this story you're about to tell, I'm wondering if that's part of what went on with the drawers and the knocking then too. That's why I'm kind of leading into you wanting to hear that story.
I never really after all the time, I never really kind of put it together. Huh.
I'm here for you, girl. Watch out.
It could be, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you could, and the girls would love to hear it. If again, if the.
So, all right, yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay, so I made a new friend at school, and we were hanging out at her house. I'm not going to say where because I don't want people going there.
Right.
Just in case the ghost or whatever it was is still there. So, you know how teenagers are. they'll break into places. So I don't want to.
It was an angel. That was an angel.
Anyway, so me and this friend, we're hanging out and we're just having fun, just hanging out at her house, getting like picking out outfits for the dance or whatever, just stuff like that. Just teenager stuff. And her family's gone a lot. It's just me and her hanging out, which was cool because I didn't have to listen to my parents or whatever. So we were hanging out and she was telling me that her boyfriend at the time, he'd come over sometimes and he would wake up feeling like something was choking him. And I thought she was joking about it. I thought, well, maybe he's just trying to creep us out. Maybe she's just telling me to creep me out. I don't know. So we talk about it. I tell her, at the time I was into like Wicca and stuff, which I'm not anymore, but back then I was. And I told her, I felt like I had some paranormal things that happened in my life, and I wanted to know if there was something in her house. And she told me she was feeling it watch her. So I was very curious if these kind of things were real, So I wanted to check it out. So we go to her backyard. Her mom's not there. Her boyfriend's not there. It's just me and her. We go to her backyard because she says that's where she saw it. And we go out there and I've got a flashlight and we just stand there together and we see this purple mist, like kind of in the shadows. So there's her porch, then there's the backyard, then there's a tree line. And in this tree line, where she said she felt something watching her, this purple mist kind of appears. And it's darker than the shadows. And it looks a lot like a shadow, but it's like kind of moving around and stuff. And it forms, it like comes together into the shape of a person, like a kind of like a silhouette. And then it fills in as an actual person standing there. And we're both shocked because this person just appears out of nothing, you know what I'm saying? And it was creepy and didn't look like a human being, even though it looked like a human. Its skin looked purple, and it had really black eyes, and it just like came out of the darkness and it was looking at us. And I'm thinking, oh, well, there it is, right? And we're both really scared. We're freaking out. I thought I heard it say it was going to try to kill us. So we run back inside. I slam the door because it's a glass door. I don't see it behind us, but we run back inside and we just both just hide from it. She gets her Bible out and starts reading, and I'm trying to stay calm. I go back and look to see if it's still back there, and it's not. And of course, it was really shocking because whatever it was didn't have any clothes on, and it just appeared like as if it had just been made or something, like out of nothing, which was pretty weird. Right. And totally unexplainable. Anyway, she's crying. I'm upset because she's crying. And I don't know how to explain to her what we just saw. And she's freaked out because she lives there. And her mom comes home and we tell her what happened. But her mom thinks that we saw an actual person in her backyard running around. So she thinks maybe it's a homeless person or maybe somebody's just back there crazy. And so her mom and her mom's boyfriend look back there for a person, but they don't find any. And he sees that we're both really upset, and she checks us. She's like shining a flashlight in her eyes, trying to see if we're on drugs or something. And of course we weren't. But then she gets us to calm down, and she just explains it away kind of and tells us to just kind of ignore it. And maybe she thinks we're just over, freaking out over nothing. I don't know. It could have been a homeless person, but I don't think so. Not for what happened. I mean, I could rationalize it that way, but I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah.
So nothing else that night though happened while you were
Yeah.
there.
No, and I left. After
you-
her mom got there, I left. I got out of there.
Did you ever go back and stay again?
No, I didn't. I decided that that was a really bad idea, and I've never seen anything like that. And I like didn't even think ghosts really existed until then. So,
Right.
and I'm not really sure if it was an actual ghost or like an evil spirit, or I don't really understand all that. But whatever it was scary, and I will never forget it. Yeah.
It definitely sounds like something that would stick with you for a long, long time.
Oh yes, yes, yeah.
So how far away from the back porch? Because you guys had walked up the back porch and were standing in the yard. Were you standing on the porch?
We were. Oh, it's been so long. I think we were really near the porch, but we weren't like right on it.
Gotcha. So how far away do you think the mist was from you guys?
I would say maybe 20 feet. 20 feet.
Right on.
Yeah. Not too far, but not too close either.
Right. Close enough.
Close enough to want to run away the other way.
So it's yeah, as I piece this together, I'm thinking the boyfriend's getting choked or have the feeling of getting choked in the house when he stayed over. Is that what manifested itself outside? Because like you said, you were kind of into Wiccan at that time, and you kind of felt you were kind of feeling like you could power up some energy, or that was
yeah. I went back there thinking, oh well, I'll just feel for this energy, and then we'll know if she's joking or he's joking. Or
right.
I had a feeling she wasn't kidding, but
Yeah, you weren't sure about him. I get that.
yeah.
So, and then you think that it was about a year later when the drawers and that stuff happened in your house, or?
Yes, yeah, it was probably about a year later. And being a teenager, I guess I just didn't put the two things together, And after that happened, I just tried to kind of put it behind me. I was like, oh no more trying to like find ghosts in anybody's house.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and to be honest, we've run across that where, if you're not prepared and doing the right things, especially the younger generation, the young kids are running out and doing that. I mean, they can have things attached and you never know what might follow you home. I mean, that's always our biggest fear when we go. And the few investigations that we've been on, we're always worried that something's going to follow us home. And, we don't want that.
What you're getting into sometimes.
Yeah, it's exactly it. Yeah, you got to be really, really careful with a lot of that stuff. And not saying that was, that's what came a year later or whatever, but it's always a possibility.
I think that can happen to people. I think things can attach to people.
Oh, absolutely.
Places, just from that experience, definitely. That place had something attached to it. For sure.
It sounds like it. Oh, well, you know how houses are, right, J-Dub?
Yeah.
Crazy purple mist. You got to love it.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have made it better that night is maybe a little, I never meant to cause you any sorrow. No.
Oh, funny.
No. It's just was throwing some Prince in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We always love a little Prince.
When you guys go look for ghosts, do you do a lot of videoing?
We do as much as we can. Of course, Golden Jay here has this fear of the record button, apparently, because there's been a few times where it hasn't hit record. Yeah, listen, J-Dub's looking at me like, yeah, she knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, listen,
Some way to record back then. There were no cell phones or anything.
yeah, exactly. We've got video from the Fowler. We've got video from Kosciuszko County Jail, and of course, we've got some video that's hasn't quite been finished up yet from our what was it, Lloyd Hall Plantation down in Louisiana when we were there. Here's the funny thing for us or for at least me, is that video, I got nothing. I mean, there's no apparitions, no shadows, no, just a sexy rocker chick walking around with a cat ball and a fucking EVP or EMP thing. I don't even know what I'm going there, but my audio is great. I got a lot of things on audio, a lot of EVPs and stuff like that. So that's always fun for me to go back and listen to them.
That's cool. Do you ever like ask the ghost questions? See what they say back later on? Or?
We, yes and no. I mean, we always ask questions, but I'll tell you my biggest one that I've got. My biggest get so far is we were in Lloyd Hall, and I was with the rocker chick and her sister and her husband, and we were staying the night. And her sister was jazzed, and Bobbi and Dan said, "We're going to bed." So I stayed up with Dawn, and we did some things here and there outside, and we walked back into one of the main rooms on the first floor, and we walked in, and you can clearly hear me say, "It's Jeremy and Dawn. We are entering," and it was a question, the parlor room, and you hear a voice go, "Yes." And then Dawn starts speaking. So you definitely have within 5 seconds the 3 voices. So it's one of the great catches that I got when we were down there. And but we did Kosciuszko County Jail. There's a lot of really cool stuff on there, just odds and end noises and talking and stuff like that. And of course, we are on our way to the Columbia City Jail here in a few weeks. So we're looking forward to that too. So see what we can come up with.
Have you ever been to the Crescent Hotel?
No, we have not.
You guys know? Yes. So I don't normally ghost hunt, but I have been to the Crescent Hotel, and I love the architecture and the whole city of Eureka Springs. It's wonderful, but I could feel some energy there. And I went on the ghost tour, and I really liked it, and I didn't see any ghosts though. But a lot of people have.
Right.
And I bet it's full of a lot of paranormal activity.
Now, do they allow just individual ghost hunts there besides just the tours, or?
Well, when I went, I took the tour, but then after everybody left, I walked around the hallways and took pictures and filmed, but I didn't get anything. So that's pretty much the only ghost hunt I think I've been on.
Right on.
But yeah, I think they let people. Yeah, I think they would let anybody.
Right.
I don't think you have to reserve or anything.
Just get yourself a room and then kind of sneak out in the middle of the night and see what you can come up with.
That's what I did. And you see other people doing it because these hallways are really big, and you'll see other people walking around, and you'll be like, "You're looking for the ghosts, aren't you?" And they're like,
Everybody's real quiet. Just get your digital recorder out and see what you come up with. Yeah, listen, there's so many great places. I mean, to go and investigate. I've heard of the Crescent City Hotel. Is that right? Did I get it right?
I think it's just the Crescent Hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that down in New Orleans, they call that, there's certain areas of that where it's the Crescent City. So that's where I get confused.
Yeah, that's 2 different areas. The Crescent Hotel is in Arkansas.
Oh, good old Arkansas.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a fan of Arkansas. They have mosquitoes the size of the rocker chick's head. It's crazy.
They do. And the weather's crazy.
Right?
It's not as crazy as Oklahoma, though, with the tornadoes.
Yeah, no, thank you.
J-Dub is not a... Would you take a windy day right now or this cold, snowy shit that we got going on here? You had to think about that?
I think I like the cold better.
Yeah, I hate snow. I'd take a little bit of wind, but no tornadoes.
Yeah,
No
there you go.
naders. No naders.
Oh, tornadoes don't scare me. Yeah.
Well, I mean, are you part of?
Tornado Alley.
Thank you. God, I can't even say it.
Yeah, Oklahoma's part of Tornado Alley. Yes.
Right on.
Right in the middle.
Oh, J Dub's just shaking her head. No, she's not in. I don't know about tornadoes. One of these days, I want to set through a hurricane just to see what it's like.
Oh, you can do that. I mean, you could get up in like like a parking garage and just sit in there.
I could.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're not known when they're coming in like a tornado. A tornado can just come out of nowhere. A hurricane, you know that motherfucker's coming in. You just be like, okay, Here we go. I'm kidding.
Notice. They give people like days notice.
Yeah, they have a couple days. So tell me a little bit about your artistry and your painting and stuff like that. How did you kind of find that talent? I mean, and where have you kind of gone with it since you found it?
So, I've always just loved visual things. I've always loved art since I was a kid. It's just like a natural talent for me. I did go to art school though.
Okay.
Kind of refine that. Yeah. But, and I went to Italy for a little while.
Wow.
And then went to the Vatican, Sistine Chapel, things like that. Got really inspired by those artists and then continued my work. And I'm a very experimental artist. I don't keep myself in like a little box, you know.
Right.
A lot of people just paint the same thing over and over. I'll switch things, so I might work on a bunch of paintings one week, and then the next week build a robot, like an artistic robot sculpture, stuff like that. Yeah, and then I've recently, like this last year, started working on short experimental films. So I love expressing myself.
And
Nice.
you can go check out Rachel's short film called Your.
My short film, the one with the turtle.
Yes. Is it Your Fears in the Tea?
It's invite your fears in for tea. So kind of like you have fears, but let's have them over for tea and kind of relates to Alice in Wonderland a little bit.
Right
I
on.
like Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. I like the surrealists. I like surreal art. I like kind of dreamlike David Lynch style things too. So yeah. That's definitely an inspiration.
You can find that on YouTube at, let me get this right, Queen Rose Art House.
Yes. I partner with Queen Rose Art House a lot. And the artist that's over that is Caleb Lindsay. And we kind of do a lot of we do a lot of collaborations together.
Right on.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now I did watch it. I actually watched it a couple times. Like I said, it's a short film. It's about what, 3.5 minutes long.
Yeah, it's not very long.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Did you actually get the turtle to crawl up in your hand like that?
Yeah. It's my pet turtle. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right now? Can you see it right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. So yeah, go check it out. Queen Rose Art House on YouTube at Queen Rose Art House. And there are several others. Look, there he is.
Isn't he precious?
So little.
Yeah, he's very tiny.
Now, how long you had him?
Just about a year and a half.
Right on.
I don't think he's any bigger. I tried to look him up, but
What kind is he? Is he painted or?
he's a yellow painted turtle, I think.
Gotcha.
They're very small, so yeah.
Cute. Oh.
Yes, we had turtles for a while. Our pond produces quite a few of them.
Mm. I had a snapping turtle in my chicken coop at one time.
That's
No idea. No idea where it came from because there's no water around us.
Those are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding. We had found one. I don't even remember that alongside the road. We brought him back to the house and we had him in a very large, because he was a big guy, a very large trash can, and we were trying to keep him watered down because it was hot. And he tipped it over, and while we were spraying, keep water in there. So I was spraying him, and it pissed him off. And I swear to God, he stood up and ran across the yard to get away
On 2 feet.
on 2 feet.
What?
Swear to God.
No.
Look,
He was pissed. He was pissed, and he like reared up and just took off.
Like a
I've
snappy
seen some-
turtle.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen some weird things with turtle. Big time. We had a white leather
a leatherback, yeah.
turtle that was in our backyard, and that thing like flew across the
Yeah.
yard into the pond. I mean, it was just
Sure.
crazy. They can be fast when they want to be fast.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they can. You're right.
Swear to God, 2 feet. Stood up, ran across the
Crazy.
yard. He was gone. Boom. It's
I
like,
don't believe it.
he's like,
Don't believe
luckily, I wasn't just me standing there. Rocker Chick was there. Dawn and Dan were there. But yeah, there was lots of us there to say we saw that.
Yeah.
Now, you also dabbled as an actress, besides you being now a director and doing the short films. Can you tell me about your? I know that you had emailed me. We had talked about it a little bit. You had said something about, was it James Franco? It wasn't. Just,
Yeah.
can you explain that to me?
So, I told you, I collaborate a lot with Caleb Lindsay, and he's good friends with James Franco.
Okay.
And I'm friends with Caleb, and Caleb was working on a script for a short film, and I tried out for it and got the part and worked on it. It's called The Real Housewives in Tulsa. It's a parody film. It's really good. I got to see the premiere last year. It was wonderful. Very, very funny. And it was just, it was amazing to meet James Franco, like actually see him in person and work with him. It was a really good experience.
All right. And that is, you said that was on like Tubi though, right? I mean,
That
the one that's
one,
not streaming.
okay, so that one is more of an independent art film.
Okay.
So it's being shown more in like art galleries.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But the other film I worked on was a horror film called Authentic, and it is on Tubi. Yeah.
Okay. Is that the one that you met Jamie? Is that how you met Jamie?
Actually, I apply for a bunch of different things all the time, but I was applying for like a very small role in something here in Oklahoma City, and it was actually supposed to be for a guy, so I figured I wasn't going to get it, but I tried out anyway. And that's how I met her. She was one of the people helping with the casting, and we just got to talking, and I realized that she did some paranormal stuff and did, the podcast, and we just really got along really well, clicked really well. So that's how we met. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. J-Dub Rocket Chick, you got any questions for Rachel?
I'm looking up the movie. Sorry.
Oh, the authentic.
Yeah,
It should have like a mask on it of a devil face.
found it.
Jen is our horror movie enthusiast. Yeah.
Look, there's a picture of you.
Yeah. It was really fun to work on. I think my favorite part was the special effects,
Oh yeah.
how they set them up, the fake blood and everything.
Very cool.
Was pretty cool.
So what do you do for a living then? Do you sell your art for a living or?
Yeah, so I just do a lot of creative things, and I do some acting, and then yes, I do art. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is that your art behind you?
Yes, it is. This is some
Pretty.
stuff. Mhm.
Pretty.
Thank you.
Like I said, she has a very large collection that you guys can go look at on her Instagram, which is at Rachel Ann Kendrick. I'm telling you, go check it out. A lot of great pieces on there. The one that really stuck out was it's like the person and then like the mask with the third eye on the mask. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be third eye, but that's kind of what it looked like when I saw it. That was one that really stuck out to me. And so everybody should go check out our Instagram. Give her some likes, give her some love, send some
Yeah.
all the good. I don't even know what you do on Instagram. Can you get coins or art or love? Or
I don't know. I just post stuff.
I don't know that much about it either. I just I do the same thing. I just blink and all with my Facebook and send stuff out. So that's all I do.
Same
Well,
here.
Rachel, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us. And it's super nice to meet you. And I the best of luck in the art world and in your continued actressing. How do you say that? Acting. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is why I keep her around. She keeps me straight. Keeps me.
Oh boy.
You know it's true. You know it's true.
Well, thanks for having me on. I really enjoyed talking with all of you.
Well,
I
thank
just
you.
followed you on Instagram.
Yay!
I need to go do that myself on the United States Paranormal and Golden Mojo Music needs to go follow. So.
Keep up with what I'm doing, and I can keep up with what you're doing. And
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Rachel, thank you.
thank you.
And everybody, make sure you go check out our website, Golden Mojo ENT. Wrong podcast. Go check out the United States of Paranormal.com.
Thank you.
Got too many things in my head. Also, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram and all those places. But go check out, get our merch store. We got a lot of great merch on there from all over, like the Camptober logo, which is still up there. You can still get your Camptober merch, at least until the end of February. I mean, come on, that's some great stuff. And always tell your friends about us. Look for us on TikTok. Golden Mojo Entertainment is been trying to push out as many TikToks as we can put together. And make sure you check out ChiefsRoundtable.io as me and Chico might be heading to the combine. That's all I have to say.
Woo-hoo.
Boom. All right. Rachel, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you guys keep it spooky out there. And I'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the United States of Paranormal podcast. Check us out at theunitedstatesofparanormal.com, where you can find our Spotlight of the Month, Fan of the Month, and all of our amazing merchandise. Or you can find us on social media at Facebook at the United States of Paranormal, Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and YouTube at the United States of Paranormal 1795. And don't forget, we are now on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/TUSOP.
Please check out the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. Golden 80s, Indiana Chiefs Fans, Gridiron Kings, Murd Nerds, The Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and The Call Guys, wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
And if you have a location or a story that you would like for us to check into, please email us at the United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen. Thank you for all of your support. Bye.